Now that I have a court order from the corrupt Bartow County Superior Court trying to make me have to walk out of Bartow County so they can try and kill the time between statute of limitations for my right to file complaints against them. Here's how I'm going to record this for the internet, so in case they try and claim some kind of whatever. This is my exoskeleton, pedestrian exoskeleton. If you have a problem with it, I don't care. You've got your automobile as your exoskeleton. You have all kinds of possible things. You have all kinds of wires that you could rig up to bombs in your exoskeleton. I'm showing you right now in a complete voluntary search and seizure on the internet what's in my exoskeleton. This here is my tibia column and fibula exoskeletal support. You notice here on the front is this. This allows me to carry things instead of carry them on my back. If I want to, I can put my food in there. This allows me to light up. This straps onto my leg down here, because I have to carry all this weight. I don't have an automobile. This allows me to float. Unlike all your alleged heroes' uniforms there, where they carry around their little guns, their tasers, and all these things, and falsely accuse people of guns. This allows me to float. I may get stuck in a flood. There might be a tornado, there might be a hurricane, there might be a flash flood, and I don't have the ability to travel 60 miles an hour. If I don't fill it up, or if I do fill it up, it traps air. It allows me to float. This here then straps onto my thigh here, and this allows me to carry other things such as my medical gear. Here's my medical bag. This is my shampoo. Right here. Here's my shampoo. Full voluntary search and seizure of my exoskeleton. This is my medical pack. Right here. That's my snake bite kit. There's my nail clippers. There's moist packs. There's my sewing needles. There's an extra lighter. There's other clippers. There's extra spare zippers. And here is emergency kindling wood. And of course, there's some antiseptic towels. Have you provided a full voluntary search and seizure of your wired and batteried vehicle when you all are going to try and you export their attempt to try and claim, oh, I might be carrying some kind of weapon or something, and you come along and shoot me to try and cover up the evidence of everything else? By the way, this one here, as it straps onto my thigh, this also allows me either to carry water or to fill it with air, and it helps to support my float, so I can float if I have to. If I get stuck in one of these mass, emergency, sudden flash flooding that's been going on or anything like that, I can float. This here straps onto my arm and straps onto my backpack. Velcro's on, you see the Velcro there. This too allows me to carry water without having to carry it on the back, or to fill it with air, or any kind of things like dry goods like rice, and it allows me to float. Well, continuing to show you the other thigh pack, and adding on that during the recording, the court session for the court order, which they didn't allow me to record, and confiscated my phone while they had cameras and recording devices there telling me constitutional rights to gain witness, constitutional rights to evidence, trying to extort me for the court reporters. And I detailed all about their little suicide bomber program, and I got their written confession of their direct cooperation triangulation with the Georgia Department of Corrections, recently indicted in over 53 sting operations, the drug smuggling. People say they're willing to shoot people, and of course, just like every drug operation, there are all kinds of people that weren't indicted and they're still doing the same thing. So you can see here I have my ramen noodle package in this one. I have some extra Slim Jims in that one, which are actually going to go over into this instead. And this I will probably just leave empty, or I can put socks in there because it doesn't seal, so I don't have to put something in there that I don't have to worry about getting wet. Socks I can always dry in an emergency situation if I needed to hang them out to dry. This here is my lumbar support belt. You see the back side supports the lumbar ossification. The front side here has all these little pockets here. I've already heard people with wired vehicles, wired to batteries, like the whatever, Oklahoma City bomber had a vehicle with wired batteries and so forth, trying to tell me this looked like, oh, I had a bomb on me. These, of course, are those little gum packets you can see. You buy them right there. I don't know. And this basically, they're not seals. It does if the rain is falling down onto them, such as this, then realistically it keeps my batteries dry, keeps them from rusting. It keeps my flash drives, my headphones from getting wet. And this here is quite obviously nothing more than a cell phone charger that has batteries that go in it for battery charging. And then here is where I keep my 12 or my 120 volt cell phone charger. Though I won't be wearing it, I will be carrying in pack this, of course, mask here with the Korea threatening nuclear bombs and Las Vegas shootings, and the fact that I might get stuck in tornadoes or any kind of Ebola or any kind of these. They've been doing all these mock terrorist drills and so forth. I might need any kind of protection. So if North Korea has their little bombs, have the tinted shields here in case a nuclear bomb goes off and the brightness tries to blind me. Of course, the mask has been sealed here, and I have other kind of surgeon masks that go underneath. Of course, this mask has been sealed here in case I get attacked by any of these groups trying to maze people for whatever reason. Or basically, if I get stuck in a tornado, also it's diveable. So if I have to float, then I'll be able to go underwater. And it also glows in the dark, so in case I get stuck somewhere and I need to be found, I can glow in the dark. And you can see it has perfect reflectors here. So quite obviously, I have no intent to hide myself or anything. And it's a original mask. I'm showing it on the internet, so I have no intent to use it in a crime and try and get away with hiding who I am. And so, in other words, what we have here is this is my windshield, whether I get stuck in a tornado. This is my driver's side compartment, where I get to keep my little drinks if I want to. This, of course, my floorboard to help support my feet on the road. And this, of course, would be my driver's side door panel compartment and or my glove compartment. Now let's get to the trunk. Of course, this is my chest plate here in case I get stuck in a tornado with my lights. In case I get stuck in a situation where I need lights and I have hands free. Anything that may come. Even if I get stuck in a flash flood, all kinds of objects might come flying near me. Chest, of course, ribcage ossification. You see up here, there's an umbrella that attaches on. So I go hands-free with my umbrella. People can try and say because it's kind of spear form, it may look like some kind of weapon all they want. But regardless, why don't you do the same thing for every rider truck and every airplane? They look like the same things used over there in 9/11 and whatever. Or that car, or how about that guy that drove in with a car and shot the people in the church. Or it looks like that person looks like this or that person looks like that. You see here, this is my actual trunk here, and this simply is sealable, keeps everything dry. It's my backpack, my style backpack, my ossification trunk. Keeps everything dry, fills with air, allows me to float. This is my shower. Got holes in here, allow me to fill it up with water, turn it upside down, take a shower. I seal it. It fills with air, allows me to float. If I get stuck in a flash flood, for example. Here, my tent, my tarps, and what I see here is my homemade drums that attach onto the end of my tarp and tent and cover them up. Allow me to bring entertainment. They're made out of plastic, lightweight, and these are my xanophones that I made just to show you what they are, prove what they are. See, they make the different tones. That's what they are. They're made out of bamboo. They're my xanophones. This allows me, since the government wants to keep me undefended in every single possible way, allows me, even if I come across any dangerous animals, I might be able to startle them. I might be able to charm them because I'll also have my little xylophone here and can play a little charming music for the dangerous animals I'm not supposed to be able to protect myself against. Because the government is just so out to destroy, try and eradicate every bit of evidence of what criminals they really are that I am the key to.